spending more time scrolling social media feeds, playing all the games and list shares with friends, you're not alone. And you're endangering your data, privacy, and security. I'm Joe Wynn, Credit Union Geek, from my home to yours. Inspiration for this video came from some stories I saw, you guessed it, on Facebook. The graduating class of 2020 has an interesting situation. Unlike your senior year, they don't get graduation, or prom, or senior skip day. Frankly, it sucks. I know, there's so much struggle across the board that it's tough to get caught up on one particular impact. But first, we need to realize that one person's struggle doesn't make another's less anything. Both are exactly what they are. Suffering is not a competition. And right now, we've got a lot of it to go around. So why focus on graduating seniors? A few days ago, a trend began online to share your own senior photo as support for those today who don't have the experience they expected. Frankly, I don't really understand because your senior photo doesn't represent anything they're missing. A prom or graduation picture makes more sense. Anyway, when did social media make sense? So, people are sharing their senior photos, typically along with their maiden name, year, and school. Can't think of any reason why that might be a problem to have on the internet. Yep, you guessed it. Scammers are scooping up those publicly accessible posts for use in account compromise efforts. How many sites use something like maiden name, high school, graduation year, or first car, which some people seem to be sharing alongside, as security questions? You're right, far too many. If you don't already know my position on security questions, it's this: make them ridiculous. Favorite food? Legos. High school mascot? iPhone. Maiden name? Pillow. I don't like them because the most common are publicly accessible. The street you grew up? I can get that online. Your maiden name? It's public information. But this mass sharing of senior photos just makes it even easier to scoop up this info on an enormous scale. And while we're on the topic of data collection, those online quizzes and shareable lists, they're doing the same thing. I bet most of them are started by online criminal groups. The information they playfully collect is actually what you'd use for security questions. So, suggestions. First, make sure your own institution doesn't use these as criteria for access. Next, share this guidance with members. I know finding out you're a Hermione and your friend is a Draco is fun. But is it worth the potential risks? Also, encourage members to use personally memorable but otherwise nonsensical answers to security questions. This makes it far harder for hackers to get access to your information, which benefits your institution as well. While we're all on our devices more lately, it's essential to remain cautious with what we share online. You may be socially distancing, but your data is mingling all over the place. Be sure to subscribe on my website to keep this and other content coming. I'm Joe Wynn, Credit Union Geek, and until next time, live long and prosper.